And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We have returned with the ace match of this final quarterfinals match to determine who faces off against Hero Marine in the semi-finals. And here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn. We have the blue Zerg player from the land of Germany representing Shopify Rebellion. It is Lambo. Here we go. And spawning in the top left, we have his opponent. We have the red Terran player. He's been having quite a turnout so far. He took down Geralt 2-0, and he is forcing his opponent into the ace match. A bit of a dark horse, a dark cow, if you will. It is MilkiCow. Here we go. Again, we are settling into this series now. Unfortunately, we did miss out on Game 1 and Game 2. I was able to catch a little bit of Game 2, and I was able to get eyes on a more longer macro game. It was pretty back and forth. It was very close between these two players, as MilkiCow is going for a CC first. Oh my god. I love that MilkiCow is kind of working against his reputation. To be honest, he's kind of known as a cheeser. For a long time, he was known for like aggression and more just aggressive plays in general. But in that last game, we saw back and forth. We saw the Lambo was going toe-to-toe with MilkiCow in the mid to late game. And here in Game 3, going for a very economic opener as well. Great to see MilkiCow just kind of spread his wings and spread his horizons in how he does approach the game. So I wonder where this is going to take us as well, and how Lambo responds, as Lambo went for a fast pull, went for an early pull. Lings are already out, queens are on the way. Lambo with a very aggressive build, he's getting across the map, maybe anticipating a CC first. Maybe he was aware of it, but I believe the CC should be done. I believe this is the power of a CC first, is that early pulls don't do too much because the CC will complete. And Lambo, he's looking for proxies. He fans out his Lings, he checks proxy locations. Lambo playing very safe here, and as a result, Lambo is falling behind. Remember, this hatchery is delayed because of the faster spawning pool. Now we're rushing into a third base, but this investment into Lings, this investment into a fast spawning pool was not worth it. Not worth it at all. MilkiCow gets away with his greed. Very greedy build. Does get away with it, is looking poised to get ahead here in the early game, but now we're working towards the later stages as the Reaper is moving out. Overlord will spot it, and Lambo is getting ready. Lambo is preparing back at home. MilkiCow turning back around. He did confirm the late hatchery with the SCV, does confirm the third base. So MilkiCow is staying back at home. Wise choice here after confirming the build. Will chill out back at home, going into a 1-1-1 follow-up. I like this. So MilkiCow, he opens up in a very greedy way, following it up with aggression. 1-1-1, Hellion production, potentially Banshees or Liberators. This could even lead into a Hellbat push. Just a very aggressive follow-up here by MilkiCow. We'll see what he can get done. We'll see if Lambo is too greedy. Remember, because the opener of Lambo worked against him, because Lambo set himself behind, he's going to be wanting to be greedy to cut corners to catch back up, to make up for the opener. As a result, he could be caught with his pants down. It is possible. There's Yadon Soba going for a Banshee-based opener. Tech Lab on the starport. And Cloak is being researched. Banshee is soon to be on the way. MilkiCow already being a little bit aggressive. Does poke out. Queens are in position. Queens are here. Queens are ready. That's MilkiCow again rotating around, working on his second rack, so he's not going into mech. I didn't see mech in game 2 for those that are curious. I believe Take TV, he was they were casting it, so they were in that series. They were there. Lambo going for a safe opener as a response. I do appreciate this. So Lambo, he goes for a lair first. Lair first leads into a faster Baneling nest, leads into Baneling speed, leads into delayed upgrades. Just a really safe way to play. So Lambo, he isn't cutting too many corners, thankfully. Meanwhile, third CC getting up and running here. MilkiCow is not going for a 2-base all in himself, but is building up in Oh, building up towards these Hellions. Cutting Hellions at 4, though. Interesting. So my apologies. I do have to kind of pivot away and pivot back to this. We went for an add-on assault really quickly. Very fast reactor on the racks. We get an abundance of Marines. We cut Hellions at 4. Not something typically done. Oh. Does get one more tumor. Slick moves out of MilkiCow. MilkiCow, again, he does go for a faster add-on swap into Marines. Goes into 1-1. As the Banshees rallied into the natural, but Lambo is in position. Lambo's here. Ooh. Get some good volleys off. Banshee's forced back. Banshee does no damage, but does keep MilkiCow safe from any other form of aggression. Unfortunately for MilkiCow, Lambo is not going Roach. He's going Ling Bane. There's a double Eva chamber on the way. Baneling speed is delayed. Lambo banking up a lot of minerals, actually. Taking a 4th base, but yeah, the upgrades, I mean, I guess we're going to be lining them up, that's true. As plus on melee, yeah, is now on the way. Oof, drone does go down. 5th base is delayed, is denied. Lambo double expanding though, does get a hatchery up and running. Does get his 4th. Banshees a force back. Behind this, 1-1, soon to finish. We have the Armory for +2. Armory also allows for Hellbats to be morphed in, and we will have 4 of them. And here we go, MilkiCow is pushing. She's moving out on the left-hand side. Lambo working towards a Hydroden already. Ooh, risky move here out of Lambo. Rushing into the Hydroden. Meanwhile, MilkiCow is pushing on the left-hand side. Lambo does see the movement. Does see the army. Banshees try to dive in. Marines have arrived. We have 1 tank with this army. But only a singular tank. Not that terrifying, but he's got Hellbats. He's got soon-to-be Hellbats. There we go. The Hellbats are being morphed in. You can see the Ling Bane amassing for Lambo, getting ready to collapse on this position. Getting ready to collide with this force, and MilkiCow needs to get out of here. I think we've overstayed our welcome. He's pushing it even further. Okay, there we go. I was like, he's crazy. Does pull back, rotates around, clearing up some creep. Hellbats are going to be shut down. But the Marines do survive. Really nice positioning here out of MilkiCow. He catches the Queens. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. 3 Queens go down. Can we get 4? Can we get 5? Oh my god. Meanwhile, Lambo, he was distracted by the Banshees. Banshees, they wreak havoc in the main base. They got 5 drone kills, and we lost so many Queens on the front lines. That was 4 dead Queens. And very nice trades, very nice positioning out of MilkiCow. Behind this, here comes the reinforcements. Thankfully, we collapse on this and we take down a tank. It would have been brutal. If MilkiCow joined both of these armies, that would have been insane. But Lambo does clean up one of them. The other is pushing on the right-hand side. They are cut off from each other. Thankfully for Lambo. So Lambo does push in. Double drop towards the south. Oh, Medevac's taking a lot of damage. But we are looking to deny the 5th base. Yeah, we get on top of the hatchery. The hatchery is going to go down. Good pick off there by MilkiCow. Double drop into the main base. Ooh, Medevac's are falling to the spores. Oh my god. As they barely do evacuate. But again, we did distract Lambo. The tanks survive, more importantly. Yeah, most of the tanks do. Most of the Marines do. Tanks, they will make it out. And MilkiCow reinforcing towards the left instead. Pushing towards the 4th base. Clearing up some creep. Dives on the Queen. Doesn't quite get it. Medevacs start being focused down. Oof. 1 Medevac falls. Banshees back into the main. Oh, Banshees drop into the main. Does get cleaned up. And Lambo stabilizing. Oh, takes down a Medevac. Big pick off. Lambo, he is stabilizing. Momentum is swinging in his favor. He is down in economy compared to MilkiCow. MilkiCow, he has a better economy, has a 4th base, soon to be a planetary. His macro is insane. MilkiCow, it's popping off. It is popping off right now. As As Lambo going to keep on pushing. Massive mitros. Oh, on the Lings. Very good connections, but the Banelings, they're rolling into the middle line. SCVs are going to be going down. Big connections. 15 workers full. And that will trigger a counterattack. At the same time, Lingbane here hitting the planetary as well. Lambo, he's all over the economy. Massive connections. But MilkiCow has the supply lead. He's turning back around. He turns back around to defend. And right now, Lambo, he just has to buy time. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Lambo. As MilkiCow has a massive army, but he's not making use of it. He's stuck at home. He leaves a bunch of supply back at home as well. I feel like we need to be committed, but we're not. Lambo, he just has to survive. He can afford to lose a base. Even 2 bases, that's okay. Catches some queens. Does catch some queens. Does catch a hatchery. But we collapse on this position. The tanks are late to siege. They're late to siege, and MilkiCow gets completely shut down. Lambo in control of this game. Initially, MilkiCow was looking impressive. I stand by that. He was looking very impressive. He was pulling Lambo apart, but all it took was 1 big counterattack, or 2 big counterattacks, and Lambo, he shuts down the aggression of MilkiCow, shuts down the bases. Lambo will lose 2 hatcheries, that is true, but Lambo still has an overwhelming army. Gets into the mineral line once again, kills 3 more SCVs. MilkiCow, he's running out of steam, running out of army. Going for a double drop, but we have Vipers to pick away at these medevacs. Big yoinks coming in. We get 1. We do get 1. And alas, MilkiCow, he's on his last legs. Again, very impressive play. I am very impressed with how he performed here against Lambo. Was pulling Lambo apart, was looking better at times, to be honest. Was looking impressive, but alas, Lambo, he did recover. Did get an insane amount of damage done. Killed the 4th, of course. Annihilated the Mineral Lions. And Lambo's about to max out. He's about to max out. He's about to snowball out of control. Or he is snowballing out of control. And we are looking for an all-German semifinals. Hero Marine is waiting for the winner of this series. Who's it going to be? I mean, the writing is a little bit on the wall. MilkiCow is fighting back. He's trying to claw his way back into this. If he can somehow catch the army, like catch half of the army, if he's able to catch Lambo out of position, then maybe. There is a drop into the natural. We're killing some drones. But Lambo, he collides with the main force. Picks off a tank, a 2nd, and soon to be a 3rd. Yeah, the army is being shut down. The drop into the main was deflected. And Lambo, we can keep on pushing. At this point, we can keep on pushing. We can chase this down. That's the main. The main base is being lifted and landed as the 4th. That's how desperate MilkiCow is. But Lambo, he has more than enough to deal with this. Decent mine shots. Ooh, forcing away to friendly fire as well. The SCVs, they get ignored. We collapse on top of the army. Oh, but the friendly fire is brutal. Massive shot on the bio. GG gets called, and Lambo will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the semifinals. GG. GG, well played. Lambo does take the series here. It was close. It went to the ace match. Unfortunately, we missed out on game 1 and game 2, but at least we were able to bear witness to the finale here of this series. And congratulations. Congratulations, Lambo will advance on. And we have our next series being set up. We have our next series on the way here. It is going to be another ZvT, but a bit of a higher profile one. And I'm a little bit concerned. If Lambo was struggling against MilkiCow, how will he perform against his next opponent? Doesn't get easier from here. Hero Marine has been patiently waiting, and up next, we have a TVZ between Hero Marine and Lambo. Let's go. Let us go.